Dominik Mysterio is one of the most despised heels in WWE, a testament to his successful character work, earning praise from numerous veterans and critics. However, the Judgment Day star has been bestowed with an unfortunate distinction from the legendary Pro Wrestling Illustrated (PWI) magazine. The Raw's Netflix premiere on January 6, 2025, saw Dirty Dom's attempt to reconcile with Reah Ripley after she defeated Liv Morgan for the women's world title. However, the attempted reconciliation did not go well, as Mommy responded by hitting him with a riptide and refusing his hug. Later in the week's episode of Raw, the former NXT North American champion apologized to Morgan for his actions. However, WWE may have subtly hinted at the potential end of Liv and Daddy Dom's relationship. The company also seemingly teased a possible face turn for the young Mysterio. The latest issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated revealed that Dominik Mysterio was named the 2024 Most Hated Wrestler of the Year. A subsequent post by Sportskeeda Wrestling showcased the Raw superstar posing with his PWI award title plate backstage. Former WWE employee defends Dominik Mysterio for his actions. Freddie Prinze Jr. recently discussed Dirty Dom's attempt to patch up with the Eradicator on Raw's Netflix debut episode. He shared his insights on this storyline during his Wrestling with Freddie podcast. The former WWE writer praised Dominik Mysterio, stating that he is his favorite babyface in professional wrestling despite being a heel character. Prinze Jr. claimed that the former SmackDown Tag Team Champion is the victim in the storyline, caught between the manipulative influences of Reah Ripley and Liv Morgan. Dominik Mysterio is awesome. I know he's a heel, but he's my favorite babyface in professional wrestling because to me, he's the victim in this storyline. And he's torn between two women, Ripley and Morgan, that are both manipulative, he said. Fans will have to wait and see what the future holds for Dominik Mysterio. Whether he remains in a relationship with the former women's world champion remains to be seen. John Cena is not the only WWE legend who will have his final match in 2025 since Bill Goldberg is set to step foot in the ring one more time. Podcast host and wrestling personality Chris Van Vliet predicted plans for the Hall of Famer as well as potential surprises at the Royal Rumble. The two-time WWE Universal Champion returned to television at Bad Blood back in October, teasing a potential match with Gunther. He then appeared on ESPN's SEC Nation a month later to confirm that he will have his retirement match this year. On the latest episode of Insight with Chris Van Vliet, the host did a Q&A and answered a question about the Royal Rumble. CVV predicted several surprise returns such as Randy Orton and AJ Styles, as well as Matt and Jeff Hardy. He even thought that Goldberg might return to set up his final match. You have the possibility of a returning Randy Orton, a returning AJ Styles, possibly Goldberg. I know he has one more match. Maybe he does one last Royal Rumble. Maybe he comes to the Royal Rumble to set up a storyline with whoever happens to be his last opponent. You also have the partnership with TNA, which we've seen over the last few years. You have the possibility of Jeff Hardy or Matt Hardy or both of them together. I think this could be the most star-studded one since 2017. It really could be the most star-studded Royal Rumble ever, Van Vliet said. The former World Heavyweight Champion last wrestled on February 19, 2022, at Elimination Chamber in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He lost to Roman Reigns and failed to recapture the WWE Universal title. Goldberg set to appear on WWE Raw in Atlanta. WWE Raw's fourth episode on Netflix will be on January 27 at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the same venue for last year's Bad Blood, wherein Bill Goldberg was live in attendance and almost had a physical confrontation with Gunther. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Goldberg is set to appear on that episode of Raw. He has always been billed from Atlanta, so it makes sense for him to be in that show. The company has been showing WWE stars, legends, and celebrities in attendance over the past few events. It adds a sports feel to the presentation of pro wrestling.